Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, you are also very much welcome. Today I'll be showing you how I make jollof rice using basmati rice. I already have a video of jollof rice on my channel using long grain rice. If you want to see that, I will link it in the description box. So jollof rice is one of the easiest meals to cook, but at the same time you can just miss it if you don't follow the steps correctly or use the right amount of ingredients. So I'll be telling you step by step process to making this party jollof rice. So I have my peppers and tomato here. I am using more peppers than tomato, which is one of the main thing you have to consider when making jollof rice. The tatashe, like we call it in Nigeria, bell peppers, should be more than the quantity of tomato you're adding. If not, your rice is going to be soggy. So you need more tatashe and less tomato. So what I want to do now, I want to blend all my peppers. So I'm just slicing them for easy blending in the blender. So for the onion, I had one whole onion, but I'm just using half of it for the blend, and I will show you what to do with the remaining later. So I've gone ahead and I've washed my tomato and my peppers, and then I have also blended everything. And so we will go ahead and parboil the tomato, and this is to take out all the excess water in the tomato blend. You don't want your the tomato blend to be watery, and at the same time you want it to cook properly. While my tomato blend is cooking, I'll go ahead and prep my other ingredients. I'm slicing my onions here. I am slicing them really tiny because the people in my house don't like onions in their food. So I'm just trying to slice it as little as possible so that it will almost melt away in the food, if that makes sense. But you don't have to slice your onions as tiny as mine. So I will be showing you the remaining ingredient that I'll be using for the jollof rice. So I have got my rice here, which I have already washed. This is the Sela basmati rice. It's very common here, but I don't know in other places, but you can use any basmati actually. And then I've got my meat stock as well, and I will also be using some curry powder, some turmeric, and then I found this stew and jollof seasoning, which I really love, but if you don't have it, it's fine. You can use all-purpose seasoning as well. And then I've got some thyme over there, and then some butter, some bay leaves, some onions, some salt, and I forgot to show you I've got some seasoning as well. I've got the Knorr seasoning, which I will show you when I'm adding it to my food. So my tomato has almost finished, the water has almost finished draining away, but I'm more than okay for it to be like this. It doesn't have to be completely dry. I'll just start the cooking process. So I'm starting by adding some vegetable oil in my pot, and then I will go ahead and add my tomato. So I'm just gonna fry the tomato blend. And this is another step that if you miss it, your jollof rice won't come out perfect. You have to fry the tomato properly. And then I'm adding my bay leaves here, and I'll allow it cook for like 2 minutes, and then I'll add my other ingredient. So after 2 minutes, I'm adding the thyme, the curry, the jollof and stew seasoning I showed, and the turmeric as well. So basically all the spices I showed. And then I'll mix it and then leave it again to simmer for like few minutes, about 5 minutes actually, till I see the oil starts to settle at the top. It tells me that my blend is actually well fried. You need your blend to be really fried for your for your rice to taste really nice and taste like party rice. So once my tomato blend is fried, I will add my rice, and I'm adding it just bit by bit because I don't want to add too much. So I'm adding little to see that I don't have too much rice. If I feel I still need to add more rice, then I'll add the remaining. And then I'm adding the remaining rice here. And then mix it again. And then I'll add my meat stock. So I'll mix everything together. I'll taste it first before I add my Knorr seasoning. Tasting it before adding it will help you determine how much you need to add, because don't forget I've added meat stock already. So I'm adding just 2 cubes, I think. Yeah, 2 cubes. That one comes with 2 cubes, so I'm adding the whole 2, and then I'm adding water. So this is another step that you can actually miss it as well. Don't add too much water to your rice. I like to add my water right to the level of the rice. If I need more, and then I'll add eventually, but most of the time I don't need more, because one of the secrets to getting a very fluffy jollof rice is that you just cook the jollof rice with the steam instead of the water. So you need just little water. The steam will actually make it soft. So this is all the water I'm going to add. Then I will use foil paper to cover it first before putting on the lid, and this is to trap in the heat so that the steam can actually cook the jollof rice properly. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, my rice is almost halfway cooked, but it's not completely cooked yet. You can see the water is completely dry, but it's still very much soggy, so it still has a long way to go. At this point, I'll add my butter and my onions, and then I'll mix everything together and then cover it again and allow it to keep cooking. At this time, it's not the water that is cooking the rice, it's the steam. Like I said, it's the steam that actually cooks the jollof rice, not the water. So you don't need so much water. My rice is still not cooked, it's still very hard, so I'll just cover it back and allow it to keep cooking. After about another 5 minutes, then my rice is dry, but for me it's still not completely cooked. Even though I'll switch off I'll be switching off the stove at this point, and then I will allow it to keep steaming on the stove, because the heat from the stove will keep cooking the jollof rice even though the stove is off. But I'll cover it back and allow it to keep steaming. Another thing I forgot to mention is make sure you cook your jollof rice on low heat. Don't use high heat. So you can see at this point my rice is dry and it's cooked, is fluffy, it's not gumming together. Even though I use basmati rice, one of the main thing people complained about is that their rice comes out gummy when they use basmati, but you can see this is not gummy and it's properly cooked. So this is the recipe, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and here is how we ate the jollof rice. We ate it with asun, which is goat meat, and some plantain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share as well, and subscribe if you haven't done that. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.